Here's precisely how the Israeli-Palestinian conflict exploded once again. The lead-up to the resumption of hostilities focused on two primary flashpoints. The first was the Al-Aqsa Mosque, which is the third holiest site in Islam, and the second is the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood, which is on the front lines of Israel's settlement of Palestinian territory. Let's begin by digging into what's happened at the Al-Aqsa Mosque. The first sign of rising tensions occurred near the beginning of Ramadan on April 13th. Israeli security forces entered the Al-Aqsa Mosque and disabled their sound system for the call to prayer. They did this because the Israeli president was delivering a speech at the Western Wall, and they were concerned that the call to prayer would interrupt the Israeli president's speech. Shortly after this event, Israel took another step and closed the Damascus Gate at the Al-Aqsa Mosque. The Damascus Gate is a common public gathering area for Muslims, especially during Ramadan. This led to a series of nightly clashes as Palestinians attempted to retake the Damascus Gate from Israeli security forces. These tensions escalated into direct conflict between Jews and Arabs living within the state of Israel. For example, on April 21st, Israeli extremists marched through the streets of Jerusalem chanting "Death to Arabs." Given these tensions, on April 25th, Israel relented and reopened the Damascus Gate. Unfortunately, due to other circumstances, tensions did not begin to fall.
Jacob, you know this is not your house.
Yes, but if I go, you don't go back. So what's the problem? Why are you yelling at me? I didn't do this. I didn't do this.
But
It's easy to yell at me, but I didn't do this.
You are stealing my house.
And if I don't steal it, someone else is going to steal it.
No one is allowed to steal it, ya ammi.
That scene was taken from the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood. Now, settlements are nothing new in Israel. I mean, they're getting built all the time. That said, this specific settlement action has taken on additional symbolic value given the prominence of that viral video that we just watched. The Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood is like other settlement situations, where, in short, you have Palestinian families living in their homes, and then they are kicked out of their homes, either under legal pretenses or under no pretense at all, and their homes are taken by Israelis who then go on to live there and convert the neighborhood from a Palestinian neighborhood into an Israeli neighborhood. In response to the settlement of the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood, Hamas issued an ultimatum on May 4th, saying that they would begin attacks if Sheikh Jarrah was not left by settlers. Finally, these tensions and pre-existing tensions regarding the Al-Aqsa Mosque began to hit their flashpoints on May 7th and May 10th. On May 7th, Israeli forces led a raid on the Al-Aqsa Mosque, utilizing tear gas, stun grenades, sound grenades, things along those lines. Now, it is unclear who quote-unquote fired first in the conflict on May 7th. Israeli forces say Palestinians threw stones first, and Palestinians say Israelis attacked first. Regardless of who initiated it, though, it is clear who took the brunt of the damage that evening, with 205 Palestinian injuries from the clashes between the police and Palestinians that evening. Israel then attacked the Al-Aqsa Mosque again on May 10th, and this time it was the final straw. Shortly after the May 10th attack on the Al-Aqsa Mosque, Hamas began to fire rockets into Israel, and Israel responded by bombing the Gaza Strip, and that has continued on to where we are today, with full-fledged hostilities between the Israelis and the Palestinians. If we step back and look at these events, we do see what appears to be a relatively clear trend of Israeli aggression underlining a lot of this escalation. They were the ones that first went into Al-Aqsa Mosque to disable its sound system. They were the ones that shut down the Damascus Gate. They were the ones that raided the Al-Aqsa Mosque. They are the ones carrying out settlements in the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood. All of these things are serious provocations to which Hamas responded. Now, I am not defending rocket strikes on civilians. Those are not acceptable under any circumstances. But it's not like Hamas just acted out of the blue. That is all I'm trying to say. That's the point I'm trying to make. But that's just me. I look at these events, and to me, it does seem like Israel has been the aggressor. Israel has been turning the temperature up, and that in many ways, Israel bears the brunt of responsibility for this current conflict. But perhaps you disagree. Let me know down in the comments if you have a different take on these events, or if there's something you think I might have missed. I'm very interested in any and all feedback. In any case, if you stuck around with the stream this long, thank you so much. Sorry, if you've stuck around with the video this long, thank you so much. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. You know the shill drill. We have a stream. Please check that out. Link is down in the description as well. And as always, have an excellent day and peace.